Chief Kawamoto, about this blueprint.
The position of this wall won't provide enough seismic resistance. Try shifting it a bit.
Got it, thank you.
I'm Naoki Kawamoto. I'm 31 years old and work as a chief in the design department of this company. It's been 8 years since I joined this company as a new graduate. Before I knew it, my design skills had become the best in the department. But lately, I've had a small concern. Why is everyone getting married one after another? Friends, colleagues, even juniors and subordinates, they're all tying the knot. I've been too focused on work. Since starting my job, I haven't really been in a relationship. Every time I see how happy everyone around me is, I feel a sense of urgency. Ow, Chief Kawamoto, good work! Sorai? What's up? He's Shoichi Sorai, one of my subordinates in the design department. Well, I'm getting married soon, and I'd love for you to come to the wedding, Chief Kawamoto. Here's the invitation. I thought I'd share some happiness with you since you're always working, haha. I see. I'm glad you invited me. Thanks, I'll definitely attend. Since I've been giving him work-related advice, Sorai often throws these snide remarks at me. He probably wants to take a jab at me since he can't outdo me at work, so he tries to assert his superiority in relationships. Though I find it annoying, I accept the invitation, thinking it's best not to create tension at work. A few months later, I attended Sorai's wedding. It's a lavish ceremony filled with people. We're in the middle of the reception. Sorai really splurged on this.
Yes, and his wife is quite beautiful too.
It seems Sorai's wife's name is Emi. During the introduction, a video played showing how they became close in college and started dating 3 years ago. The reception progresses smoothly, and now it's time for the newlyweds to make the rounds to greet the guests. Sorai, congratulations on your marriage. Thank you. Sorry to get ahead of you in finding happiness. Oh, but Chief Kawamoto lives for his work, so I'm sure our marriage doesn't matter to him. Maybe because Emi is by his side, Sorai's sarcasm is milder than usual. But the condescending look in his eyes clearly showed he was looking down on me. So, Chief Kawamoto, how did you find our wedding? I thought it was nice. Congratulations once again. Thank you. You know, marriage is great. Just having a good woman by your side really motivates you at work. But I guess someone like you who doesn't even have a girlfriend wouldn't understand that. Back at work on the next shift, Sorai's snide remarks continue, and I'm getting fed up with it. I tell him to just get back to work, but he shows no sign of remorse. Hey, where do you think people meet their partners? A few days later, feeling increasingly anxious about marriage, I decided to ask a married friend for advice.
Oh, so you're finally interested in marriage? I thought you were going to stay single forever, Naoki.
I've always wanted to get married eventually. It's just that I've been prioritizing work. Considering it might take 2 or 3 years to get married, I figure I need to start looking for a partner soon. But I don't really know how to meet someone.
Well, normally I'd suggest a marriage agency, but I don't know much about that. I met my wife on a matching app.
Wait, really? Isn't that just like a dating site?
No, that's an outdated view. Sure, it used to be like that, but now it's pretty mainstream.
According to my friend, there are many apps where people seriously looking for love or marriage can register. Also, to confirm identities, they require users to submit identification, so there's less fraud and impersonation. Furthermore, many of these companies have strict measures in place to deal with problematic users.
These days, it's not uncommon for people to get married through matching apps. The app I used is called Love Koi Matching. The company provides solid support and the fees are reasonable, so I think it's something you could easily use, Naoki.
If you say so, I guess. And so, I registered on Love Koi Matching under the name Nao. Oh, I've got a message from Fu-chan. A few months after starting Love Koi Matching, I became close with a woman named Fu-chan. We live near each other and share similar tastes in TV dramas. Our conversations always get lively in the messages. However, Fu-chan doesn't seem too keen on meeting me in person. Maybe she's being cautious. I've casually mentioned nearby restaurants that I recommend, but Fu-chan's response has been lukewarm. It's been 2 months since we started messaging. According to my friend, it's not too early to go on a first date. But judging from our exchanges, it doesn't seem like she dislikes me. Maybe she's just shy. I want to get to know Fu-chan better. So I decided to adjust to her pace and opened the message.
What do you think of my full body profile photo now, son?
According to her profile, Fu-chan is 27 years old, but she looks quite young. Well, she submitted her ID, so the profile information shouldn't be false. Muttering this, I replied to her message. I think you have a great sense of style and know what suits you. I'm not very good with fashion, so I'd love it if you could help me pick out clothes sometime.
Thank you.
After a long pause, I received a reply from Fu-chan with just those 2 words. But after that, her responses clearly changed. She started saying things like, "I like to go there too," about the restaurants I recommended. And finally, "Would you like to grab a meal sometime? I can tell you more about my favorite dishes."
I'd love to.
And so, our first date was set. In person, Fu-chan was adorable, but she looked so young that I was initially taken aback. However, once we started talking, the conversation flowed as smoothly as it had in our messages.
It doesn't feel like we're meeting for the first time, does it? I'm really glad I met you now, son.
Then, Fu-chan smiled sadly. Before she started messaging me, Fu-chan had interacted with various people on the app. But because of her appearance, she was often avoided or, on the contrary, approached only for her looks.
There was one person who seemed nice, but when we met, they said some hurtful things. They asked if my profile photo was a joke, and said they couldn't be seen walking with someone who looks like a middle schooler.
This guy had mocked her as soon as he saw her and ended the meeting immediately. Because of that, she hesitated to meet me in person at first.
But the message you sent me the other day made me want to meet you. I have a baby face, so I tend to dress younger, but people around me often avoid me because they think it's not age appropriate. I registered on a matching app hoping to find someone who would understand me despite my appearance. So your comment acknowledging why I dress like this made me really happy. It made me so happy that I took a while to reply.
Watching Fu-chan's shy smile, I couldn't take my eyes off her. After that, Fu-chan and I went on several more dates. Each time, our conversations deepened and I discovered more of her charm. We also shared our real names, and I learned that our full name was Fuka Yamazaki. On the day of our 3rd date, when I had decided to confess my feelings to Fuka, I was focusing on finishing work so I could leave on time.
Today's date night with my wife, so you'll handle this work.
It's a bit much to ask me to handle all this work on short notice.
Hearing something troubling, I decided to step in. Hey, you don't have an excessive workload, do you? Don't push your work onto others. Finish it yourself.
You wouldn't understand, Chief Kawamoto, but balancing work and home life is tough. As a boss, you should consider your subordinate situations.
Well then, shall we bring this up with the department head and discuss your workload?
Yeah!
Shoichi often slacks off at work, and both I and our superiors have had to scold him several times. He must have realized that if he brought this up, he'd just get scolded again, so he tried to secretly pass his work to a colleague. Wasn't having a good woman by your side supposed to motivate you to work harder? If you keep doing things like this, even Emi-san might lose respect for you.
Fine, I'll do it. I'll get it done. You really are a joyless workaholic, nagging me with logic like that.
Thank you, Chief Kawamoto.
No problem. If he tries to push more work onto you, let me know. Afterward, I finished my tasks and managed to leave on time. Incidentally, Shoichi also managed to finish his work, though with a near tearful expression, just in time. Seems like he's capable of doing it on his own after all. I'm utterly exasperated. That night, I steeled myself and spoke the words, despite my legs trembling from nerves. Fuka Yamazaki, I like you. Would you go out with me with marriage in mind?
Yes, I like you too, Naoki. Let's be together from now on.
As Fuka smiled at me, I felt truly fulfilled, like I understood what it meant to have one's heart full. And so, we began dating. After we started dating, we naturally stopped using honorifics and formal language with each other. Just having Fuka near me, I feel supported. I've only focused on work until now, so I'm not really sure what couples do. So sometimes I worry if Fuka is enjoying herself.
As long as you're with me, Naoki, I'm happy. Knowing that you're thinking hard about what would make me happy is what makes me the happiest. Thank you, Naoki. It also makes me happy that you share your worries with me. You accepted me as I am, so I want to support you as you are. Whatever challenges we face, we'll overcome them together.
Yeah, thank you, Fuka. As I continued these conversations with Fuka, I felt more motivated and focused on my work. 6 months after we started dating, I was promoted to assistant manager. Congratulations, assistant manager Kawamoto. I'm counting on you. Thank you. I'll do my best. Huh? Is Sorai not here? I went over to Sorai's desk, needing to talk to him, but it seems he wasn't around. As I idly glanced over his desk, I spotted a document that made me widen my eyes. A few days later, Fuka and I were out shopping at the supermarket on a day off. As we walked around together, we ran into Sorai and Emi.
Oh, assistant manager Kawamoto, what's up? Doing some lonely bachelor shopping? Wait, who's this with you?
She's my girlfriend. We've been dating for 6 months. Sorai's smile froze at my words.
Huh? Really? You have a girlfriend? Where'd you meet her? I thought you only worked all the time.
On a matching app.
A matching app? Well, I guess someone like you who can't have a normal relationship has no choice but to rely on an app. I mean, using a matching app is probably why you ended up with a girl like this. And by the way, is she even of legal age? It's not some shady business, is it?
She just looks young. She's definitely an adult, so stop talking like that. And it's wrong to think that using a matching app means you can't have a proper relationship. What matters is whether the people involved are serious about love and marriage. We've been genuine with each other, which is why we ended up together.
Ha! What nonsense! No matter how sincere you are, the fact that you couldn't find a normal partner still stands, doesn't it? I didn't need an app to meet my wife and get married. That alone makes me a better man than assistant manager Kawamoto.
That's enough, Shoichi. You've been saying nothing but rude things. I'm truly sorry about my husband. Wait, you're married? Yes. We've been married for about 1.5 years now. But what about it?
Fuka? Ignoring our questions, Fuka glared at Shoichi with a sharp look.
You're the worst! You registered on a matching app under the name of Shoichi and lied about being single, didn't you? About 1 year ago, we even met, remember?
What are you talking about? I have such a beautiful wife. Why would I use a matching app?
I remember what you said to me. You mocked me, saying I looked like a middle schooler and left me stranded at the meeting place.
Yes, the man who met Fuka through love koi matching and said those cruel things was none other than Sorai.
That must have been someone else who looked like me.
Shoichi tries to play dumb, but it's clear he knows exactly what she's talking about, judging by his shifty eyes.
I tend to leave a strong impression on people, so I rarely get forgotten. But clearly you don't remember me. Could it be that meeting women through a matching app is so routine for you? That's why you didn't even remember our first meeting, isn't it? Hey, Shoichi? You've been coming home late a lot since we got married, but you said it was because work was busy, right?
Oh, but haven't you only worked overtime a handful of times in the past 1.5 years? And even when you did, it was only for about an hour each time.
Well, that's...
Show me your phone, Shoichi. I said, show me now. Don't stall.
Yes, ma'am.
Caving under Emi's pressure, Shoichi obediently hands over his phone.
I see. You're registered on multiple matching apps, and the last message was just yesterday. Hey, Shoichi. What does this mean?
Well, it's not what it looks like.
We'll discuss this thoroughly later.
Emi took Shoichi away with her, and they disappeared somewhere.
Emi says she's dead set on getting a divorce. What are you going to do about it?
Why should I do anything? You brought this on yourself. The first thing Shoichi did when he came back to work was to start complaining. Judging by his tone, it's clear he doesn't think he's at fault. I'm stunned by his complete lack of guilt.
It's your fault for saying unnecessary things. You should pay for my alimony.
Instead of wasting time blaming others, maybe you should think about how to explain this to the company.
Huh? Why would I have to explain anything to the company?
Before he could finish, I shoved my phone screen in his face. The photo showed Shoichi's desk with a receipt from a certain restaurant. That's right. The document I found on Shoichi's desk that day was this receipt. I found it suspicious, so I took a photo.
That's just a business dinner.
Oh, really? Then what's the deal with this date? Didn't you say you were going on a date with your wife that day? That was the day Shoichi tried to dump his work on a colleague. I remembered it well because it was the day I confessed to Fuka. and the receipt was made out to the company, which didn't match what he said at all. I checked with the accounting department, and it seems you filed this receipt as an expense for a client meeting. Needless to say, falsifying expenses is a form of fraud. If they investigate, the truth will come out. You should think about how to handle this.
You piece of...
What?
I said you're a pathetic loser who can't meet women except through a matching app. You were so desperate for a woman that you had to register, huh? A guy like you who's only good for work has no chance with women. So how dare a worthless guy like you ruin my life?
What are you talking about? Are you describing yourself?
What?
I can't help but laugh coolly at a scumbag like him talking about a man's worth. You're the one who registered because you wanted women to play with, aren't you? Although I doubt any decent woman would go for a married man, you underestimate the people who register on matching apps. Sure, some are there just to play around, but those looking to cheat are a small minority. And yet, you lied about being single just to find someone to play with. Even if you meet someone through an app, they're still a person with feelings. On top of that, you didn't even use your own money for your personal entertainment, but instead you burdened the company. People who live so recklessly can't expect to have smooth sailing in life. So, what was it you said? That I ruined your life? You mean you ruined it yourself?
Yeah!
Leaving Shoichi, who had nothing more to say, I returned to work. Later, an investigation revealed that Shoichi had filed multiple false expense claims. Though the amount was small, it was enough for the company to file a damages claim, leading to a settlement. However, the expense fraud was a clear violation of company policy, and Shoichi was dismissed with cause.
Damn it! Why did it have to come to this?
Apparently, he had been sneaking money from Emi, who didn't know about the receipts. She had been giving him money for their outings, which he pocketed instead. Already furious over the cheating, Emi completely gave up on Shoichi and divorced him. Furthermore, for violating the terms of use, he was blacklisted by several app operators.
Damn it! I can't keep any women or money!
Now, unable to register on any matching apps, he's living a lonely life while paying alimony to Emi and damages to the company. Meanwhile, Fuka and I continued dating smoothly and finally got married. I'm so glad I met you, Fuka. Let's keep supporting each other and be happy together.
Yes, let's do that.
Whether you meet someone through a matching app or elsewhere doesn't really make a difference, I think. What's most important is how sincerely you approach the relationship and how you show that sincerity through your actions. We'll continue to cherish each other and live with mutual respect.
Ita, if you're busy at work, you should tell your boss or switch jobs. I'm fine. You're so dramatic. I'm Yuichi Todo. I met up often with my friend from high school, Eita Sakuraba. Ever since he got his job as a new grad, I've seen him get thinner and it hurt my heart. He was so full of life before he started working. Now he's just faking it. One day, Eita and I had planned to meet up for drinks after work. Eita came in wobbling and pale. I felt scared. Sorry, Yuichi. I don't feel so good. So can we cancel tonight? It's nothing. Don't worry about that. We're going to the hospital. You're being dramatic. I'll be fine if I just sleep. I forced Eita into a taxi and we headed to the hospital. Caffeine overdose?
Yes. According to the doctor, it seems he may have been drinking too much coffee or energy drinks.
This was Eita's sister, Akari Sakuraba. Eita got worse, so he was going to be hospitalized. The doctor had called the family to let them know.
His heartbeat is irregular. His life might have been in danger if he didn't come to the hospital. You brought him here, right? Thank you so much.
A couple days later, Eita was able to see visitors, so I went to see him. Yuichi, I'm sorry for all this. This is nothing. I'm glad you didn't collapse when I wasn't there. Also, why don't you rethink your job now? You're given so much work that you can't do it all without caffeine, right? Caffeine doesn't get rid of exhaustion. Even if you didn't overdose, you might have collapsed from overworking. You're right. I thought that my work was weird, but I was worried if I could find another job. I didn't have the courage to quit. But my family cried over this, so I can't go on like this. I don't want to keep worrying you or my family, so I'll quit. Good. Talk to me if you struggle with job hunting. Yeah, thanks, Yuichi. Eita quit right after he got out. He was able to find a job at a proper company. Eita's last company couldn't stop losing employees and went bankrupt. They got what they deserved. I'm fine now. You don't have to come over.
No, I don't want you to collapse again. I'm coming over from time to time.
Eita's slowly been getting his original spark back. We were seeing Akari more and all spending time together more often. Time passed and now I was 26. I was living with my fiancée, Utami Honpo. I met her as an employee of a client company. I love spending peaceful time like this.
Yeah, if I marry you, will it always be like this?
Yeah, I'll work hard to make sure it's always peaceful like this. We were always talking like this.
Sorry, Yuichi. Work got busy and I can't do marriage anymore.
One day, I was told that unexpected by Utami. She wanted to see me less.
I always thought I'd marry you, but my head is filled with work right now. I'm scared I'll resent you one day if I marry you now. I want to focus on work, so I want to take some time apart for now. Is that okay?
Okay, don't work too hard. Utami had been working overtime more recently. I told her I wanted to support her. Utami would always say she's fine. I decided to respect her wishes. Call me if you ever need anything.
Thank you. Sorry to do this to you.
We had been splitting the rent and bills, but it was originally under Utami's name. I took what I needed and left the place. Sorry, Eita. I'll be here for a while. It's fine. You're my savior. Let me do this for you. I was going to stay at Eita's while Utami and I were apart. Aren't you busy? You're not depending on caffeine to get by, right? No, I'm not. We're in different departments and mine isn't that busy. Coincidentally, Eita's new workplace was the same as Utami's. Eita was also a client employee. Okay, I'm glad you found a good job. I'm worried that Utami is busy. I hope she doesn't collapse. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on her at work. Well, we might grow distant and just break up. If that happens. There was a visitor.
Eita, your Nesama is here.
Why are you here? You smell like alcohol.
I got a drink to get by. Everyone has a boyfriend or girlfriend. I'm happy I might get to see him more often. Being alone sucks. Comfort me.
Apparently, Akari's best friend and her best friend's brother both got partners. Her brother's efforts were fruitless. Akari came in anyway.
Why is Yuichi here? Are you guys living together?
What are you saying? Yuichi has a fiancé.
What? You're engaged already? I didn't know. You must be happy. I'm envious.
Listen to people when they talk. So this is how she is when she's drunk. After that, Eita and I somehow got Akari to go to sleep. The next day, Akari opened her eyes and apologized.
I'm sorry about yesterday. I caused trouble.
I'm used to dealing with you when you're drunk. Yuichi might have been surprised. I was surprised, but I understand. My fiancé just told me she wants some space. If someone around me was all mushy, I'd feel weird too.
Oh, you're going through it.
Well, yeah, but you'll definitely meet someone soon. I can tell by the way you treat Eita. You care about your family and you're kind. Sometimes she's annoying, but I like that she cares about me. I'm always grateful for you.
Yuichi, Eita. Thank you.
Akari started coming over even more than before. Eita seemed over it. But I was thankful that it took me away from thinking about Utami.
It's thanks to Yuichi that we get to spend time in peace like this. If Yuichi hadn't saved Eita that day, this day may have never come.
Yeah, it's thanks to Yuichi that I was able to realize the happiness in days like these. At my last job, I was being worn down. It was more than once or twice that I thought being alive sucked. Eita's last job was quite the terrible company. Overtime was a regular occurrence. Even then, it wasn't enough time to finish all the work. But thanks to my family and Yuichi for worrying about me. I wasn't alone and I was able to step forward onto a new path. Thank you for supporting me. I've received enough appreciation. Any more is kind of embarrassing.
But I understand wanting to say thank you so many times. You know that Yuichi's actions are from the heart. You can't help but turn to him in times of need. I always think about what he said to me about caring about my family and being kind.
Oh, when you got drunk and attacked us?
Hey, stop bringing that up. I regret drinking so much.
If Eita doesn't mind, I don't mind you getting drunk. There are some things you can't say without a little help from a drink. So don't worry about us being younger. Lean on us. Did I say something weird? Akari had fallen silent. I was worried.
I'll fall for you and lean on you just enough to not be hated by your fiancé.
What? That's...
Oh, I'm just kidding. I'll lean on you like I do to my brother.
Did she just mess with me? All I could do was return her weird joke with a frown. Meanwhile, Utami was calling someone.
Yeah, work is finally slowing down so we can see each other more.
Wait, aren't you busy with work? No one was there to ask her that, so the conversation continued.
I'll see you at the usual izakaya. Good night.
Utami hung up and laughed excitedly.
This is it. This is the thrill I wanted. It's too soon for me to settle down in a warm, peaceful life. If I marry Yuichi, I'll never have this again, so I have to enjoy it now.
A few days later, Eita, Akari, and I were going to drink at an izakaya. We met up outside the restaurant. This isn't my room, so don't get too drunk and go crazy.
I know. I can control myself when there are people around.
That means you trust me, so that's nice. We entered the izakaya. As soon as we went in, we saw quite the scene.
Makoto, I love you.
Me too, Utami.
What? My supposed fiancé was telling another man she loved him. Utami, what is this?
Huh? Why?
Utami, who is this?
This is... Yeah, my ex. He's been bothering me.
Don't lie. You and Yuichi are just taking time apart and still engaged.
Engaged? Utami, what's happening?
She's cheating with you. Wait, Makoto?
Akari?
Apparently, this Makoto was Akari's best friend's brother. He was the one she complained about being all mushy.
I see. I've heard about Yuichi from Akari, so I don't think he's lying.
Want me to show you our messages? We were apart, but we messaged every day.
You don't have to do that. I believe you. I don't know if you'll believe me, but I didn't know Utami was engaged. She told me she was busy at work, but she was cheating on me.
I see. That makes sense. As far as I can tell, I think I can trust what you're saying. Utami told me she'd be busy with work and wanted space. She said it to spend less time with me and see you more. When Utami worked overtime, it was just to see you.
Utami told me her work was slowing down so she could see me more. What you're saying makes sense.
The four of us glared at her for an explanation.
So what? It's not enough excitement when I'm with Yuichi. I wanted the thrill of having another partner while I had a fiancé. If I marry Yuichi, I have to live a boring, peaceful life. That's like throwing away my youth and charm and potential. I want excitement. If I'm gonna get married, I can do what I want before I do.
We were in disbelief. Eita opened his mouth first. How dare you? A boring, peaceful life? A peaceful life is rare and not easy to have. You of all people are gonna take that from Yuichi?
Huh? Who are you? Getting all worked up.
Utami was confused by Eita's anger. I tapped his shoulder and faced Utami. Utami, no more space. Let's break up. Infidelity while engaged? I'll have you pay for that. I'll go pick up the stuff I left at your place.
Wait, this was just for fun. I want to marry you someday.
Even if you do, I don't want to. Give it up.
I guess I was just for fun, so I'm done too. I don't want a life with only thrill. Maybe if you take the time, you'll find who you're looking for.
Wait, Makoto? Ugh, this wasn't supposed to happen.
The four of us ignored Utami and left. A few weeks later, this happened at Utami and Eita's company.
Toto always praised my work. I'm glad he's here. I also brought out tea when Toto came in. He noticed I wasn't feeling well and worried about me.
When I broke my arm, Toto gave me stuff to help me open water bottles and stuff.
I don't think anyone could betray someone like that. Toto didn't do anything wrong.
How upsetting.
I'll say this again. Utami and Eita were at the same company. This company was a client of mine. As a result, Utami was hated by her coworkers. So, Utami quit. She paid me alimony in full. I don't care if she quit or not, but... After word spread about the broken engagement, our company was going crazy. You have a lot of secret fans. I knew that this would happen if you guys broke up. You thought that? Wait, secret fans? Utami was overcome with regret and emptiness. She became unstable. Life was hard for her.
If only I didn't do that. I'm lonely. Lord, please turn back time.
Utami would mumble the same words over and over. It may be too late. As for me, I started living on my own. But even now, Akari, Eita, and I would meet at Eita's. You two? You don't want to meet up, just the two of you? What all of a sudden? Why are you talking like that? Akari wouldn't know how to respond to that, right?
You're so dense.
I noticed Akari's red cheeks and fell silent. I'm not ready for a new relationship yet, and it may take time. But I'd like to get to know you. Akari gave me a look of forgiveness.
You just came out of an engagement, so I know you can't give me an answer yet. I'll wait for you, but I won't hide how I feel anymore.
Happiness doesn't only come out of a thrilling life. Warm and peaceful, that's a kind of happiness that doesn't come easily. I believe that every peaceful day leads to a brighter future.